Hey, welcome back to the Nansera Wellness YouTube channel. Today we're going to be learning how to do Pincha mayurasana or forearm balance. It's basically when you go upside down. But before we get into it, if you're new here, kindly subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and say something in the comments. What more would you like to learn and how is my teaching style? All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So there are so many different forms of teaching Pincha, but this is what worked for me. I like it brief and straight to the point, and that's how I'm gonna give it to you. We're not gonna be using the wall. I'm just gonna teach you how I learned. First two exercises you're going to do on a daily, and I just want to add, if you really want to get used to the form, you have to, at least in the beginning, try to practice it every day. Even if it's just for 1 minute or two, that will suffice. As long as every day you show up, that way you create muscle memory. The first exercise we're going to do is forearm plank. That way you build core strength and arm strength, which are super important for holding Pincha. So coming into the right forms, elbows are shoulder distance apart, shoulders tucked right up over the elbows, and just like that. So you could start with 10 minutes and build onto that. When you're in your form, I want you to draw your navel towards your spine and push your shoulders into the mat. I don't really care if your butt is slightly high. It really doesn't matter for me, as long as you're elevating in the shoulders, because you're going to need that in Pincha. And now you build on that. You start small and gradually increase duration. Secondly, you will do dolphin. Dolphin is basically a transition from forearm plank, but this time you're stacking your hips higher so that your heart and hips are over your head. It's basically half Pincha. And now you also try to hold this for as long as possible. Here you get the sensation of being upside down and having your weight over your arms. Yeah? So once you do those two poses, next up, super important, is learning how to fall. This is very important because chances are you're gonna fall. Make sure you're practicing in an open space. There are no books or whatever, something that you might fall on that could be dangerous and cause harm to your body. And then you learn how to fall. So ideally, you wanna fall to the side, that you go up, you hop into your Pincha, and if you feel like you're falling, tip over to the side like that. Yeah. You always try to tip yourself to the side. I'm sure I'll probably fall through the practice and you see a realistic fall. Now, in the worst events, when you can't help but flip over, it's not good. I don't recommend it, but I'm not gonna pretend like it won't happen. I want you to tuck your chin towards your chest so that the neck is protected. So it's like this. So yeah, the chin is tucked towards your face, the chin is tucked towards your chest. When you're falling, everything in this area is protected and you'll be fine, yeah? But you wanna avoid that as much as possible. And how to avoid that? We're gonna get into it, but it's more to do with the core muscles. All right, once you know how to fall, next up, you're going to do the dolphin hops. So you go from dolphin. In my opinion, dolphin is the hardest of them all. So once you master it, then you're good to go. And then you hop and switch the legs when they're up. Yeah? Like that. Maybe you do 10. And once you're hopping, you want to be stacking your hips over the shoulders. So I don't want these hops, yeah? I want you to, like you're really stacking the hips over the shoulders. So, and try to make sure the legs cross when they're still up, not when they're back down. Once you get the idea of hopping, and then you try to slow the hopping down, maybe it goes slower or you have a softer landing. This comes with time and consistency on a daily basis, especially in the beginning. Now, once you have that together, we get into the Pincha form. So, elbows are shoulder distance apart or even smaller. Option to interlace the fingers or keep the palms apart. You can do that to make sure that the elbows are in the right form. And then the shoulders should be stacked above the elbows. Not too back, always above the elbows. And now from here, you lift your legs up. And then another important tip is that I want you to tuck your chin slightly in. If you do it like this, then you're going to end up in a banana shape, and then chances are you will flip over. So slightly tuck the chin, and your fingers are going to be like piano fingers. You'll see what my fingers will do, and that helps me maintain. Yeah. See what my fingers are doing? So that's getting up. So you keep doing that with the fingers to get up. I know the shape wasn't correct, but we take it step by step, yeah? Another important part I want to add is that when you go up, you want to kick the first leg slightly back behind your body. Like imagine someone is throwing a ball at you. You're going to lean back to hold that ball. So I want you to send that leg back. It leans back so that it provides a good stamina. And then when the other leg is almost coming, that's when this leg will come back slowly, using the breath and being 100% mindful. So one leg goes up, they're like this, one leg goes up, boop, further back. And then when this one is coming, they slowly come together and then meet in the middle to form the line. All right, let's try it. So elbows are shoulder distance apart. You're tucking your head that it's looking at the line from one elbow to the other as opposed to the arms. Lift up and then kick up. And then from here, see the fingers with the breath. We're going to bring them together. And now, because remember how we were elevating in our plank, we elevate for the right form, engage the core muscles and breathe. And also, when you're looking between your elbows as opposed to your arms, it's easy to come down. When you want to come down, you even just look further, you start shifting your gaze up, and then obviously the legs will fall back. All right, elbows onto the mat, shoulder distance apart. Gaze point is between your elbows, elevating your shoulder blades, lift the knees up, and now one leg up, kick up. Now elevating the shoulders. So my fingers are like guards. And slowly coming down. So it's always going to be wavy, especially if you're breathing, but yeah, there you have it. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed Pincha as much as I do. Don't forget to subscribe, tap on the bell so every time I post something, you receive it. And what more would you like to see? Let me know. Otherwise, ciao.